Matchbox cars, things like that. So I like the bare metal videos on YouTube. They're real good, nicely detailed, get some really good information. This is not going to be anything close to that quality. However, I figured I'd go ahead and shoot one, and I'll definitely put a link, or I'll put a shout out to Bare Metal down in the bottom. But anyway, went to the track the other day to do some laps, and I found this 67 Camaro. Well, it says 67, but it looks more like a 68 because there's no window pillar there, and there's really no marker lights to speak of. So, but they call it 67. So, anyway, the rear axle is bent, so the wheels rub, and it drags the ground. The windshield, as you can see, is slid down. Basically, it's popped off in there, and it's hanging down. It does have a motor, so the hood opens, but the bottom's kind of just weathered and things like that. The front wheels roll good, but it just kind of needs worked on. I have started to drill out the rivets, so I will continue with that, and I'll show you once I get it apart. I have gotten the rivets drilled out, so now with a little bit of force I can take the car apart and see the inside. As you can see, the glass is kind of cloudy. I will polish that up. The dash looks to be a separate piece, or it's broken off, something like that. And the seats, yeah, this thing's got a little bit of wear and tear to it, but a little bit of rust. I don't know how long this thing sat outside before I found it, but it was out there for a few days at least. So now that I got it apart, I will start removing the paint. I used to use a wire wheel on my Dremel for that, but I may or may not use that, I'm not sure. Alright, I've decided to go ahead and use the Dremel with the wire wheel, just small like that, to remove the paint. So I'm going to get started on that. Remember, safety first. As you can see, there is a coat of primer underneath, and then I am down to the metal finally there towards the front. So I'll keep on working on this. This should, I don't know, take a few minutes, but I will get it done and I'll show you the product when I'm done. About 20 minutes later, you can kind of see where I'm at. There's still some spots where the primer is left over. I tried going over it with some steel wool to try and get that last little bit off, but as you can see, it's basically just polishing the metal around the primer spots. So I'm gonna have to keep going at it with the wire wheel and finish up taking that off before I go over it with the steel wool. Well, here she is all polished. As you can see, the metal's nice and shiny. You can see where I just missed a couple little spots with the primer. Using the wire wheel, but for the most part it's all off. I even did up underneath the front of the hood here because I don't want to pop the hood and see red if I end up painting the car a different color. So check this out. Look at that. Look how shiny that came out. It looks so good. So after going over it with some steel wool, I was able to take a little Mother's aluminum mag wheel polish and go over it, hit it with my Dremel, and man, it just shined that sucker right up. That's amazing. So, almost blinding. I think I might end up leaving it like this. It's pretty cool looking. So, we'll see. Either that, or I might try and find some nice candy paint to try and throw on it and get some color going, but I don't know, man, it's pretty awesome. Ended up going over the base too, so just kind of real light and get a little bit of a shine on that. Nothing crazy. Trying to straighten out the wheels now so they'll roll a little bit better. Oops, there we go. So we'll see. But yeah, looking pretty awesome. Well, I finally went to the hobby store and decided to get some paint. For the project, this is what I'm using. It's Testors spray enamel, and this is the, let's see, what is it? It won't focus. Anyway, it's Gloss Custom Red. The lid, or the cap, is clear, so hopefully this is kind of like a candy paint. We'll see. They had 4 different colors. They had this, they had the pinkish color, they had blue, and they had green, so I decided to go with the red. So hopefully this will come out right and will look good. Obviously, I'll go with several light coats in order to get the result that I want. Well, I got it done finally. The paint overall came out pretty good. I got a couple of fish eyes there above the front wheel. The other side came out nice. The paint went on nice and thick. More so on this side. I did one last coat over there. But the top, roof, and hood and everything look like perfect. So polish up the glass a little bit. I got a little overspray on the engine, so I'll have to fix that. But I ended up blacking out the grill after I polished the bumper. The base, the same as everything else. Side pipes are a little shinier, and then I detailed the tail lights with a red Sharpie and a black Sharpie. So came out nice overall. I like the way it turned out. Nice looking car. It rolls like crap because the back axle's kind of bent and it's a little rusty, but overall, for the first time of like taking the body off, kind of doing one, actually not really first time, just one in a while, I think it came out pretty good. Hope y'all enjoy it.